different setup than usual because we're in Sacramento right now, heading to Aftershock Festival. You can see our lineup reaction video for that right here, and then we'll be doing a follow-up video once we get home from that as well. But the reason you're here is for this. Korn's new album, The Serenity of Suffering.
Which we're very excited about, and excited to share with you and talk about.
This is the first album in 3 years since the paradigm shift. Now with the paradigm shift, that was a big deal back in 2013 because it was the first album with Head essentially back in the band.
Yep.
So people thought with the paradigm shift that, oh, Korn's going to go back to being
heavy.
You know, what they're known for.
Dubstep.
Yeah, I mean, no Path of Totality stuff going on here.
Exactly.
You know, we got an original member back in the band after being away from it for a few years. He found Jesus, now he's back in the band.
And then they found their sound again now.
And then the paradigm shift, the sound was not there.
Yeah.
It was an okay album, but it did not bring, you know,
I think
original Korn back. But this brings like Korn right back into what they once were.
Even the symbolism on it, you can see here. Got like they have and it's all over the album, but you see the little guy, the little doll that was on the Issues cover.
Yep.
Originally, he's been newly reformed, and it looks like the presidential debate has really worn him down a little bit. He's got like his guts.
That's worn everybody down.
His guts is coming out of his eyes, and it looks like he's got a little Buddha in his chest cavity, which I want to take some time to think about maybe why they're doing all that. Hello, Review Around. We're here today.
We're doing it live today
from the Bates Motel. If you haven't been able to tell, it was on Paradigm Shift, was written before Head came back. And maybe that's part of the reason why, you know, they kind of were already maybe done.
Yeah,
or
maybe.
had a lot of the ideas, and they were just like, all right, let's just finish doing this, and then we'll move on to this. But this record is very reminiscent of Follow the Leader and Issues, which
it makes us feel like we're back in 1996.
Even
Untouchables.
Yeah, even I was gonna say even Untouchables a little bit. It's kind of it's got a hint of all of that, and it's a much darker record. And it, you know, the whole thing that you were talking about with Head, how he's like, you know, coming to this kind of religious, had this religious breakthrough. He's not the only one. Feely as well. Jonathan Davis, I'm not really sure.
I know he's very libertarian.
Yeah,
he's politics, but religiously, I don't know where he's at.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
so overall impressions of the album, I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, it's really good
from start to finish. The heaviness of this album does not let up.
No.
It consists with, you know, throughout all these 11 songs, of roughly about 40 minutes. Not a wicked long album, but, you know, decent length.
Yeah, and you know, so the first single that came out for this was "Rotting in Vain," and we were like,
yeah,
wow.
That was the like the
we were like,
point. We're saying, holy crap.
At that point, it immediately grabbed.
I said, this
my
band
attention.
is back to form.
Yeah, it immediately grabbed my attention. It was like, okay, wait a minute, this is like, because for a few years now, I've been used to. I hate to say this, but I'm used to Korn putting out
crap,
shitty material in the past few years.
It has not been bad, but it's been
way too different. It's not what I wanted from them.
It's like a Pantera.
That's what I'll say. All right, it's not shitty. It's just not. Yeah, exactly. That would be like if Pantera started doing like classical music,
or like glam metal, like they used to back.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do that. So I don't know. This is a really nice return to the formula that I liked originally. This is home base for Korn right here.
Yeah, I mean, we heard the number of singles from it. We heard Insane, Rotting in Vain, A Different World with Corey Taylor from Slipknot in there, and then Take Me was another one I really liked.
Which is good, because even now on other people's records, we still get to find out what Corey Taylor thinks about things.
Yeah.
Which is, you know...
what he thinks about A Different World.
What he thinks about a new world, and, you know, thank you, Corey, because they just wouldn't have been able to survive without it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single weak point on this album.
No. It's just very consistent. I like how
even the last tracks are solid.
Yeah, it starts off with Insane, then Rotting in Vain, obviously I liked a lot. The Hating was really good. Black is the Soul I liked a lot as well. Black is the Soul is probably one of my favorite songs actually on it. I like how it ended too, Please Come For Me.
But
that was a nice heavy
when
track.
When it ended, I was expecting another track. I'm just like, I just felt like there should have been more.
It doesn't feel like enough time with Korn.
But maybe the album is just that good, like to us, that we don't want it to end. So we'll probably just put this on repeat later after this.
It's because I've wanted this for a long time. I've wanted new this for a long time, and it's like not eating for like a week. So now that like I got it, I'm like seconds, you know. So, but we'll see. I'm really excited that the band seems to be back in reform.
There's a lot of
That's
stuff
like
in here that reminisce the old
Of the
album.
old records, yeah, there's a lot of like, little details that, show the old records. Very good album, very, very good album.
Solid.
I really enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
a very solid album from
I'll
a
tell you
band
right
I very
now.
much love.
While we're sitting here, there are no lyrics, unfortunately. John discovered. You open this up, again, just the artwork on this whole album, even the CD, is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
The button off the doll.
Button off the doll, I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
This opens up to this really sick, nasty poster. Is it? Yeah,
My-
that's right.
My psychedelic senses are tingling.
Somebody
I can't-
totally dropped acid when they
I can't
created
tell if
this.
my psychedelic senses are just all the fast food we've eaten giving me a stroke.
Man,
Gosh.
this is Korn we're talking here. That's why
I expect things like
they don't
this.
do anything. They don't do anything like this anymore, drug wise. But they did.
At one point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they are anymore, but
They
I
don't.
think
They're
they.
good now.
I just wonder. This isn't a darker record than
Mhm.
Paradigm. That I just wonder why reverted back. I think this is. Just,
I mean,
they-
obviously they're much
maybe
older
something-
now. They're much older now, but the anger and angst will never leave them.
Yeah. Well.
Never. So this is why it brings out material like this, and artwork like this.
Because Rage couldn't put out an album this year to make a political statement. They did.
Mhm.
That's what it is. Just everyone's anger because of the current election.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a very enjoyable album. I very much like the Serenity of Suffering.
Yeah. This is a really good one. I
Yeah.
can't wait to
Pick it up.
keep upping it.